League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First down throw. Here's Franks. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brewer. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Ready. Blue, 32. Red, yellow.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
65, 65, 65. Hey, hold on.
Smash, red.
50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Kill.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Franks. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brewer. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go. Showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Mike, 45. Further.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Check.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
They run the counter. Pollard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Check. 35.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check. Check. 45 to Mike. Check. 45.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Pollard now a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls, are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. That's right.
Franks now. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Black 40.
All day, baby, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, defense.
Black Ultra.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
He's checking, he's checking.
Striper. Check striper. Fury. Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Big hold of the 30. Escapes the defender. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's the way. 50's the mic. 50's.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, D. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Mike's 50.
Hey, watch the slate.
Green.
They run the counter. It's Brewer. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come off the ball hard.
Check.
Look for signals. 19.
Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
45 to Mike.
And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
45's the Mike. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Far left, far left. Right.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
One left, one left.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Check. 45's the Mike.
Move the team.
45's the Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
Right.
Option play, and Wilson's going to run with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right. 280.
Mike, 36.
Friday, 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 Friday.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Mike, 36. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch 36.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, baby.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Check, check.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Right.
Now Pollard. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Alert, 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 alert. Go, go, go.
45. Mike, 45.
Woo-hoo.
45, 45, 45, Mike.
Now here's Pollard. And this time he is in. Tony Pollard. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Franks. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Mike's 50.
Y'all not ready.
On 1st and 10, Franks airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.